Hey everyone, it's Marianne and Michelle, and today our goal is going to be to show you how to do the Waive Your Healthcare Benefit form in order to stay in traditional Medicare. Going through this process, we know it's going to be a little difficult, and we're going to try to make it as easy as possible. We do wish to shame labor relations at this point, because what they did was in this process, they made this process very difficult. The form is not fillable. In order to get it to labor relations, they should have made the form fillable. You should have been able to click a link. Actually, it opens a mask, and you should have been able to complete it online, click send, and it transmit directly to OLR. We know that City has the technology to do it because they do this technology for other services. This they made difficult on purpose, but don't get stressed out. Michelle and I are going to help you walk through it. So let's share the screen with you, where I'm going to bring up the waiver form. Right. This form was somewhat tailored specifically for this purpose. You will see that this is the retiree special enrollment / waiver form. Use this form between May 1 and July 10th. Now, up at the top over here, it does show you how to transmit this form to labor relations. You could mail it, and you can electronically submit it, or you can fax it. Let's clarify that date, because Michelle and I the other day talked about the transmission date, that there were some questions about what date, if you were to mail it, did it have to be postmarked? And there's been some misinformation coming out of labor relations. We did speak with the deputy commissioner, and she specifically stated it needed to be postmarked by July 10th, not received by July 10th.
Right. So that should ease some of your anxiety, thinking, oh, it's got to be there by the 10th and then that's it. No, as long as it's postmarked by July.
So take it physically to the post office if you're going to mail it, and ask them to postmark it on Monday, the 10th. If you want to hold on to it and wait, as long as it is postmarked. We do have confirmation from the deputy commissioner that this needs to be postmarked, not received. Now, let's go through this form. This is not an opt-out form. Why is that? Because the opt-out form is to opt out of Medicare Advantage into HIP VIP. If that's what you want to do, this form is not for you. It says to opt out of the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan, PPO, you must contact Aetna directly. And the phone number for Aetna is
1-855-648-0389.
Or online, you can go to coney.aetnamedicare.com. And if you presently have the drug rider in your current plan and you wish for it to continue in the Aetna Medicare Advantage PPO plan, this form is not needed. It will happen automatically. Now, let's go into the next 4 parts. Only complete this application for any of the following reasons. All changes will become effective September 1st of 2023. Now, last night when Michelle and I and Carol were on the Zoom, there was a question about the retirees staying in the city plan, but the spouse or dependent waiving their benefits or changing their benefits to stay on traditional Medicare. That would be a completely different form. It will look similar to this one, but do not use this form for that. You're going to look at on the forms, the other forms of the website, you will find a document that will allow you to add or drop a dependent.
It's called the Retiree Health Benefits Application.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I forgot the name of it. Okay, so number 1, for current HIP VIP members who wish to enroll in the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan, you're going to use this form. Number 2, to add the Aetna Medicare drug rider for prescription drug coverage if your union welfare fund is subject to a benefit maximum or you're no longer eligible for other Medicare Part D drug plans. What does that mean? That means is if you take medications that exceed the maximum allowable amount in your union welfare fund, let's say your drug plan in the union only has a $10,000 drug cap, but you take prescriptions that cost over $25,000, you were one of those people that needed an outside drug plan, also known as a PDP. However, in a Medicare Advantage plan, you're not allowed to have PDPs or outside drug plans. You must only use a union welfare fund or their drug rider. So if this is you, then you need to do this form because you now must purchase the Aetna Silver Script Drug Rider. And the same for if you are in HIP VIP, to add the HIP VIP drug rider for prescription drug coverage, if your union welfare fund is subject to a benefit maximum, or if you're no longer eligible to other Medicare Part D plans, same situation, do this form as well. Number 4, to waive your city health benefits coverage. Now, Michelle and I and many in our team have a problem with that language, and we know that we're not voluntarily waiving it. You're doing this under duress because of what they're doing. Understand that they're asking you to waive your benefits in order to stay in traditional Medicare. In knowing that we are still fighting this litigation, this would only become effective if we lost our TRO, okay? Which we hope we would have a decision on by the 10th. So let's go through this form. You'll see in this little spot down here, underneath this black box in gray, it says, if you do not use this form, if you presently have the drug rider in your current plan and you wish for it to continue in the Aetna Medicare Advantage PPO plan, it will change automatically. Or number 2, if you are new retiring, you are going to retire, use the retiree health benefit application to enroll in the health benefits as a retiree. And that's the form that Michelle had mentioned a few minutes ago.
Okay.
All right, let's get into this. Now, this is one of the things that we were talking about before. You used to be able to click this form and type. Now, if you click it, it doesn't let you type into it. So unfortunately, you will have to print this form out and fill it out. It's going to ask you for your name, last name, first name, middle initial, your address, if you have an apartment, your birth date, your social, the city, your state, zip code, your Medicare number, a daytime phone number, your email address. Look at your Medicare card, because not only will your Medicare number be on there, but also the effective dates of your Part A and your Part B. Down here, it asks for the name of the agency in which you retired from. So for Michelle and I, it would be FDNY. It says your pension system, whatever pension system you're from. It would be New York City Employees Retirement System, NYSERS. It might be your the TRS. It might be the fire or police pension funds. Put that fund down here. The name of your welfare fund. So for Michelle and I, for example, our welfare fund is DC 37's welfare fund. Some are UFT welfare fund. Some are MBF. That's what you would put here. Now, you also need to attach a copy of your Medicare card. What my suggestion is after you complete this form and take this document, you're either going to snap a photo of it and of your card, or scan it into your computer, if you can do that, as a PDF, attaching both of those documents. And Michelle and I will show you how to upload those in a moment. Now, keep going. To add or drop dependents from your health plan, please complete the health benefits application, which can be found on the website. So this is not going to, you don't have to do that. If you're waiving your benefits, if you're going to be adding or dropping, use the other form. This is specifically to do 1 to 4 if you fall into any one of those issues. Now, number 1 says, if you are a HIP VIP member and you wish to enroll in the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan, you are going to check this box. It says, by checking this box, I wish to enroll in the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan. I acknowledge I will no longer be in the HIP VIP plan, and these changes will be effective September 1. That's your first option. Number 2, add the Aetna Medicare drug rider for prescription drug coverage if your union welfare fund is subject to a benefit maximum or you're no longer eligible for Medicare Part D drug plans. Contact the union welfare fund for benefit maximums, because only your welfare fund can tell you if you have a maximum. For you DC 37 people, there is no maximum. So that we can answer right off the bat because we are in that plan. So that would be number 2. You would then click this box here. I wish to add the Aetna Medicare Advantage plan prescription drug rider effective September 1 of 2023. Note that their drug rider had a cost of $103 and change from September to December, and then effective January 1, that drug rider cost increased to $135 and change. We're good so far? Okay. Number 3, to add the HIP VIP drug rider for prescription drug coverage, if your union welfare fund is subject to a benefit maximum or you're no longer eligible for Part D drug plans, contact your union welfare fund for benefit max. Same situation, but in HIP VIP. Also, do remember, just like in the previous selection for number 2, the reason why this is a situation is because some people do have an outside drug plan that you get on the marketplace. If you are in a Medicare Advantage plan, in which Aetna and HIP VIP are, you cannot have an outside drug plan from the marketplace. You must have their plan or your union plan, okay? If that's the case, you want to check off this box that says, I wish to add the HIP VIP prescription drug rider, and that's only if you're going into the VIP plan.
Yep.
Now, for those of you that are wishing to stay on traditional Medicare, the only option that the city is sadly giving us is that we must waive or terminate our health coverage. That becomes selection number 4. Then you would check off this box. I wish to waive, terminate my city health benefits. I understand that if I waive my covered dependents and I will no longer have city health coverage and will not be eligible for Medicare Part B and IRMA reimbursement, and if applicable, as of September 1st of 2023. This was the most egregious part of what the city and the municipal labor committee did by forcing you to say, I wish to stay in federal traditional Medicare. I am waiving my city health benefits to stay on traditional Medicare. You, unfortunately, not only waive your benefits for you, you are being told you will be waiving them for your entire family. Whoever is on your plan, they will lose as well. So if you are choosing this option and you have dependents, a spouse or children on your plan, you have to know that you will not only have to find a Medigap plan for you, you would also be seeking insurance on the marketplace for your family. Now, the signature part says, I certify that the above information is correct and I authorize the city to deduct from my pension the amount required, if any, through the city health benefits program. And that's basically referring to the prescription drug plan. I understand that the city's program benefits will be coordinated with those available through Medicare or any other source. I have checked the waive benefits box. If I have checked the waive benefit box in number 4, section 4, I am choosing not to participate in the city health benefit program at this time. I understand that I can re-enroll in city health benefits as a retiree should I experience a loss of coverage or during the annual retiree transfer period. I understand that all changes will be effective September 1 of 2023. You are asked to sign and date this form. Now, at the top of this form, it says, submit this form electronically by clicking this link. Now, this is actually an active link, but remember, you are printing this form out, and then you're going to either take a picture or rescan it. And so as Michelle and I were talking about this a few minutes ago, you will lose that link once you have to print this form out. This is why they should have made this transmittable from a computer screen rather than this way. But this will be the website that you need to go to. When you do click this link, and you can always come back to the City Labor Relations website, we will make sure that this form is on the front page of our website as well. So you can always go to nycretirees.org and fill out this form. You are going to want to save this form up here. It'll say download it. Then you're going to want to save it to your computer because that's going to be the only way to do that. Or you have to print it out and just hand complete it. So once that's done, you're going to come over here, click this link, and it'll bring you to this page. Michelle, did you see the page change? Okay.
Yes, I did. Yeah, the page changed.
So it'll say the New York City Health Benefit Program retirees and prospective retirees, welcome to the Employee Benefit Secure File Upload. You can use this service to send documents securely. All transfers are considered confidential and SSL encrypted. Once you select the topic below, you will be able to enter your information on the next page and attach your documents for submission to the Employee Benefit Program. Please allow 30 to 45 days from the day that you submit your documents for them to be processed. Coverage will be retroactive to the effective date of retirement. For us, it would be effective September 1st. Please do not submit your forms more than once, as that will slow down the processing of all forms. And what you would do is this would be the link that you would want, retiree special enrollment waiver form. This was that other one if you needed to, if you're a new retiree and you wanted to add someone or drop someone. So we're going to click that first link and it would bring you up to here. It's very funny. It saved me as Joe Blow.
Oh, that's too funny.
So we were just playing. It's not a real name and it's not a real email address, but it actually saved me, which is very funny. So in order to do this, you'll have to fill out your full name. You will have to put in your email address twice. Down here, it's going to ask you for a subject. It says it's a good idea to describe exactly what you are sending and include any additional contact info. So what you want to do here is put in something like keep.
Well, I would start off with waiver and then next to it, put keep traditional Medicare. There you go.
And then down here, you will say form and Medicare card attached. And your personal information is on the form. Just make sure that it's legible.
Right.
But if not, you want to put your name and phone number in there so that if there is an issue, they can contact you. Just put your name and contact number there, okay? You can even put your email, well, your email's up at top. Keep it simple. Now you're going to scroll down here and it says select files to send. Select a single file at a time, 2 gigs max in size, or select multiple files. Also, you can do a drag and drop. So if you only have 1 or 2 files, you can click this and it'll open up this screen. Did you see the screen change, Michelle?
Yes, I did.
Perfect. Now you'll say file 1, you will click choose file and you'll have to navigate to where you have it on your computer that you can save it to. If you snapped a photo of it on your cell phone and you're doing this from your phone, you're going to want to navigate to where the photo is on your cell phone and upload that form and a picture of your Medicare card from there as well.
And that's upload, right. And you can show them right at the bottom. It says upload. So
right, upload and send. So you would click that when you're done. And then when you're finished, hopefully it should say like success or something like it did the last time. And then take a picture of your computer screen so that you have proof of how you did the form, that you did do it. And that, and you can, if you're doing it from your computer screen, you can take a picture that it said that it was transmitted that way. In case they ever said that it wasn't, you'll have the proof that the computer said that you did, and you're also saving the form or have the form printed that said that you did it as well. So that's the news on that. Did I leave anything out? Do we want to add anything before we close this?
no, you hit every point. We do understand a lot of people do not have printers. If you could
or
get
computers
or computers, if you can have a friend do it and help you. We'll discuss maybe like we did with the affidavits, maybe, kind of try to help you, some people, and do like a mass Zoom,
a Zoom call on how to do them individually. People having
right.
trouble. Okay. We can try to do that as well. That'll probably have to happen over the weekend before the 10th. So that we can definitely plan. That's a good idea. So we're going to wrap this up here, and then we'll do another video shortly. Stay calm, guys. We've got plenty of time. And remember, we still have the TRO coming. Court is on the 6th. And then the judge did say he would make a decision by the 10th. So keep your fingers crossed. You still have time, and this should be a last resort. So have a great day. Thank you.